Hello, this is Carl Hessian with XVM, here to explain how in Atlassian Confluence you can create a space, create a page, and how to make edits on a page. A quick review of the vocabulary we are learning. Spaces in Confluence house pages, and pages in Confluence house the images and information inside a space. The new Confluence vocabulary for this training is that while we are creating pages, there could be parent pages above and child pages underneath each other. So let's get started. I'm going to first create a new space using the Spaces button at the top of the screen. You can also go here to view spaces that you already have access to that are starred, and then to view all of your spaces. I'm going to click on Create a Space, and I'm first asked to pick a template. Each template can be previewed before making the space. For the purposes of this training, I'm going to use a blank space. I'm going to hit Next. I'm going to give it a name. The additional options for making a space are changing the permissions and then changing the key. The key by default uses the first letter of each word in the space's name and can be searched for to find the space. The key also becomes part of the space's URL. Now that the new space is created, let's star it so we can find it more easily as we add some pages. We can do this in two ways. We can click this button, star the space, on the top right, or on the Spaces menu button, we can hover over the space we want to star, and then a gold star button does appear. We can click on it, and the gold star appears, and then you can see it joins the starred section of the Spaces menu. When you click on the name of a space on the Spaces menu, clicking that link takes you to the overview page of that space. So this is the overview page. You can also create a blog, manage the settings, add apps to the space, add link shortcuts, and create spaces. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to click on the plus button for creating a page for this space. We are now on the edit screen of a new page, and we can see at the top that there are links telling us that we're still in the Confluence training space and we are in the pages section of that space. And so what I need to do first is I need to give this page a name. I can't do any of the editing options until I do so. Now I have access to the editing buttons. What I can do is I can change the size of the text with this button. I can bold, I can italicize all of these options that are here. I can change the alignment. I can change the text color, bulleted list, numbered list. I can indent. I can add tasks. I can add links. I can add images. I can add mention people, add emoji, add tables, etc. What I'm going to do now is hit the publish button so we can see what we have done so far appears on the space. So in the pages section, we have our Confluence Learning page that we have made. And from here, I can do a few things. I can add emoji, I can add comments to this page, and then this is where we are going to learn our first keyboard shortcut, because if you hover over some of these buttons, you can see that there are keyboard shortcuts for some of the operations, particularly the edit button. For pages that are very long that you have to scroll down for, to be able to come all the way back up here and hit this edit button, you might forget what spot you wanted to edit. So to be able to stay on the same spot on a long page, you can just hit the E button on your keyboard and instantly go to the edit screen. You can also use these buttons to make comments, star the page, watch and unwatch the page, restrict who can see the page, share it, and additional options under the action menu. Now, I can also create a child page underneath this page. So there's a plus button next to the page that we just made, and whatever I create here will be underneath and indented under the page that we have. So I'll just publish this simple test page. You can see it's indented underneath. That creates an expansion bar. So if I have a lot of child pages underneath a topic, I can hide them and reveal them by clicking the expand button. For our last part of this video, I'm going to go to the edit page and show how to create checklist tasks and add mentioned people. So I'm going to click on the edit button or hit the E key. I'll click on the edit button this time because it's right there. And I'm going to use the check mark button to create an action item. And what I'm going to do is say order supplies. And then I'm going to use the @ key. As soon as I use the @ key, then Confluence asks me, which user do you want to tag on this task? It's just me. So now I'm going to receive a notification upon publishing that I have been @mentioned on a task on this space, on the page on this space. And now I can highlight that text, and that makes the options to write a comment or create an issue in Jira off of this text. So I'm going to write the comment, what supplies, to ask for clarification. The last thing I'm going to show you is how to add external links to a space in Confluence. If you click on the plus button in the shortcuts section here, you then get a menu where you type in the web address. And you can add it. If you have more than one to add, you just click this button, you hit save when you are done. And as you can see, Confluence is smart enough to add the icons for the links on its own. So you can also then just click on emoji to give a thumbs up and react to a page and write general comments down below. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you.